Welcome back to APCS in under 2 minutes. This is Unit 5 of APCS. Today I'll be covering getters and setters as well as static methods and instance variables. Getters and setters are methods that are used to retrieve and manipulate the instance variables of a class externally. The reason we have these is so that a user cannot directly manipulate these instance variables of a class externally, which would pose a safety risk. So to declare a getter or a setter, you would use the public keyword, and then whatever, for a getter, you would have whatever data type you're returning. In this case, we could return brand, which is a string. Sorry, wait, let me delete that. That's for further in the video. And then you would normally have the name get, and then whatever you're getting, and then empty parentheses. Then you would use the return keyword because you're returning something, and then just return the instance variable brand. Now to set something, you would have public and then void because you're not returning anything, you're only setting something, and then set and usually whatever you're setting. Now inside the parentheses this time, you would pass a new argument which would have the same data type as the instance variable you're trying to set. In this case, brand, which is a string. Then you would assign this argument that you've passed to your instance variable brand. Now the static keyword makes it so that a method or an instance variable belongs to the entire class instead of a singular object. And it's often used to have a counter for the number of objects that a certain class has created. So in this case, we would have private static int, num cars, which would keep track of the number of cars created. And static methods are often used to have like utility methods that you don't really need a object to be created for. So yeah, all right. In summary, getters and setters are useful because they allow you to access private data and manipulate it without posing a safety risk, and static variables just allow you to have methods that belong to a class and don't make it so you don't have to create an object of that class to use certain methods.